Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to look into what the universe needs you to know right now. So what is of utmost importance that you should be aware of at the moment? If you hadn't had a chance, by all means go back to the beginning of the video. There are timestamps that you can go to where there's a portion of silent meditation where you can pause where necessary, choose the stack that you feel most drawn to. Now, if during that time that you're focusing on the cards you feel led to pick more than one stack, by all means listen to your intuition and go ahead and do so. That's perfectly okay. Readings are general. They're not going to apply to everybody watching, and I certainly wouldn't expect them to. There's so many people in different journeys and experiences at the moment. There's no way that I could possibly pick up on everybody's energy. So it's not possible, I don't believe so, to connect with everybody watching. So just keep that in mind. But if this particular pick a card doesn't resonate or connect for you, by all means, feel free to check out my pick a card playlist, because there may be another pick a card reading that would connect better for you. And if I'm not the reader for you, that's okay as well, because YouTube is full of so many other readers. I'm pretty sure someone out there has the messages you're looking for. Readings are also timeless, so again, it's whenever the universe nudges you to watch, whether it's at the upload time or several years down the road, it doesn't really matter. It's whenever you feel that nudge to watch, there may be a message there for you. So I have 4 stacks. Stack number 1 is the trumpet, number 2 is the harp, number 3 is the foot, and number 4 is the umbrella. Again, check out the pinned comment in the comment section. Timestamps are also in the description box. You can go directly to the meditation portion and choose your stack there, okay? So much love to you. Thank you for spending time with me and for watching. I'm going to move directly on to stack number 1. Okay, stack number 1. You chose the trumpet card, and I will incorporate that into the reading. So what we're asking today basically is, what does the universe need you to know right now in this moment that is of utmost importance? What is it that you need to be aware of, okay? So let's see. All right, I'm going to read that in just a minute. I want to get the other cards on the table first. Okay, it says, ask your angels. It says compassion. We have forgiveness. So bear with me here. Okay, it says we have the shield. It says you are safe from harm. All right, so we have judgment. The devil energy could be Capricorn. And then we have the, what looks like the 8 of Swords. Okay. I trimmed them, so I trimmed the cards because they had a really funky border. All right, so bear with me just one second. I'm going to read this right away. I'm not going to wait to the end on that one. Okay, I just wanted to organize my table here. And let's see what it says. All right. And by the way, this is postcards from Spirit. All right, it says, dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate form, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. Okay, so I love that. That's really beautiful. All right, so just off of the energy of this card here, and then the fact that there's this compassion and forgiveness card here, which, by the way, I'm still learning this deck. This is the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. So just based off these 2 cards and this beautiful note, it's kind of giving me the vibe that there may be someone that you need to forgive. And it may not even be another person. It could literally be yourself. So if you're having regrets about something you've done in your life, or maybe you're feeling like, oh, why did I do that? It's also kind of giving me the vibe of like, have compassion for self, right? Have compassion for your own, you know, shortcomings, because we're not perfect. We're human. We're living in this human experience, and we're gonna have flaws. We're gonna have moments where we're not doing our best, or we are not our best selves. But it's not only just a matter of forgiving yourself, maybe for something that you're struggling with, and maybe having a little bit more compassion for yourself, because at the end of the day, sometimes we have more compassion for others than actually we give ourselves, right? We're the first ones probably to, like, you know, encourage someone else, but when was the last time you've done that for yourself? You know what I mean? When was the last time you patted yourself on the back and said, hey, you know what, you're doing great, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm getting a little bit of that vibe here, but I'm also getting the vibe that perhaps if there's something that you're holding on to in regards to another person, Spirit's asking that you maybe let that go, that you forgive them, that you forgive yourself for whatever went wrong between you and this other person, okay? If there's anything you're debating at the moment, Spirit also wants you to know that you need to tap into your spirit team, okay? You need to ask them for guidance on this one, because it kind of feels like there's a need to talk to someone. I'm not 100% sure why that feels like the need to talk to somebody, or somebody is wanting to talk to you. I am getting the vibe that there's someone could be trying to, or maybe trying to tap into your energetic field, right? Where they, maybe you feel their energy around you. Perhaps you feel them trying to come towards you. Maybe they want to ask for forgiveness, all right? It can go either way. Either you need to forgive somebody else, or somebody's also looking to forgive you, or you also need to forgive yourself. Okay, so it's just the energy of forgiveness and having compassion in that situation. So I will say, if somebody is looking to come to you asking for forgiveness, this is kind of saying to have compassion. Even if they did you wrong, it's more or less understanding them on a human level, right? Understanding that everybody messes up. Everybody, you know, has their issues, and we're all learning and growing. So even just to have a little bit you just from the aspect of, you know, our flawed human nature, okay, that even if you just forgive them and let them be, you've done your part. It's that kind of thing. So there is an energy of needing to forgive someone or oneself. And the only way you're really going to be able to have peace of mind, all right, and give them maybe either the closure you're looking for or the closure they are looking for, is to just have enough understanding to just forgive it and let it go and kind of keep it moving. But if you're debating that forgiveness, if you're uncertain, let's say if it's a special someone, if you're uncertain of whether you even have it in you to forgive them, this energy here, the Ask Your Angels, is basically saying, you know what, have a timeout with spirit, with your spirit team. Ask them for guidance on what to do, okay? That's what that's about. These, and I haven't even gotten to the tarot yet, but that's kind of what this is all feeling like. With the Judgment and this Trumpet card, I mean, right here, the imagery is loud and clear with the trumpet, okay? So we have that energy emphasized twice. So the trumpet in itself is an awakening, okay? It talks about spiritual vibes, and that was also why I was feeling the sentiment of, like, maybe somebody's energy surrounding you. Maybe their energy's kind of calling out or reaching out to you. Maybe you feel them around you somehow. I mean, it is possible, okay? If you're thinking a lot about somebody could also be thinking a lot about you, and that's kind of what I mean by that. So it's kind of like this energy here is emphasized in the sense that, you know, that spiritual awakening, that liberation, okay, that comes with kind of freeing yourself from something. It is kind of enlightening at the same time. So that's where I was also picking up the vibe of the need to forgive, let it go and release it and be done with it already, because you don't want to be held down by anything like that anymore, because all it does is weigh down your heart, right? So here's that liberating moment. And again, if somebody's looking to ask for forgiveness and looking for redemption, right, that would be the Judgment card as well. So that awakening is that wake-up call. And I think that if somebody's coming back to you to ask for forgiveness and you're not sure whether you can do it, again, the trumpet energy talks about a mass awakening, right? So your person might have had a wake-up call, and that's probably what's bringing them towards you to ask for forgiveness, okay? So they've had their wake-up moment. you at the same time, you know, are probably with this Eight of Swords and the Devil energy, right, torn about whether you can have it in you to do that, right? But again, if you can look at it with the lens of compassion, in a sense that we're all human, we've all had to wake up, we've all had to evolve, right? Judgment energy. We've all had those things that weigh us down and make us ultimately human. We're not perfect, right? So it's like we have to kind of have compassion for others because we're not perfect either. So even just from that aspect, you know, that should be enough to help you just let bygones be bygones, forgive them for your peace of mind as well as theirs, and keep it moving. Again, I'm getting the vibe with the Devil energy, like this is something that if you can't forgive, you're also holding on to dead weight. And you know, by not forgiving them, it kind of also has them hold on to that dead weight. So it is kind of like without forgiveness, you're both trapped here, right? Look, chained to the situation. So this could be a karmic partner, somebody who you have a strong attachment or bond with. And it's like there really is, with these two energies, the need to kind of release it and let it go. With the energy of the Eight of Swords, it is just a mental block or a limitation that perhaps will keep you trapped in this where you can't forgive somebody, right? And let it go. So Spirit is asking you really just to heal your own energy by either forgiving yourself for maybe past mistakes or forgiving someone else for that, right? So have compassion for them, have compassion for yourself, and just, if anything, you know, do it out of the energy of love, okay? So love for self even, right? Because you don't want to carry around that weight either. So I really like this. I feel like with this is just more symbology of you being protected, right? You're safe from harm. You're protected in this. Whether you are, like I said, trying to heal something within yourself or heal a situation with someone else. It's time to release this. If you have a grudge, it's time to release it and let it go. You're safe, okay? If it's somebody you're needing to forgive, someone else that you're needing to forgive, basically you're safe in doing so. It's, you know, once it's done, it's kind of giving me the feeling with this Judgment energy that you'll be able to finally let it go and be able to fully move on and heal, right? And release yourself from this right here, because it looks like it has been holding you down and weighing you down, right? Maybe from not having that conversation perhaps with somebody. And if it's in regards to yourself, right? If there's something that you struggle with this Devil energy that feels like you keeps you tied down, right? It's time to just release that from the mind, not overthink it anymore with the Eight of Swords, and ask your angels to kind of lift up this burden from you, okay? Because you don't need to hold on to that anymore. So Spirit also needs you and wants you to know that as well, right? So this is your reading. I know this is I don't know, it feels kind of heavy. So I don't know what you're going through, number one, okay? I don't know what you're experiencing at the moment, okay? But it's kind of like just have love for self, have compassion for self, forgive yourself if you're struggling with something. If you're confused, right? It's basically saying you're safe, you're protected, please don't worry. And then the ask your angels energy is basically saying, you know, ask us for assistance because we can help you through this. We can help lift that burden that you feel weighed down or tied down by. We can help liberate you, right, with this Judgment, right? The trumpet is a sound that calls long distance. So it's kind of giving me the vibe, you know, where it's like your spirit team is basically saying, hey, give us a shout out, right? Because we're here. So that's what I'm getting for you, stack number one. Very beautiful reading. So I hope that this has helped you. If you feel it has, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell for notification to support this channel, and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, please check out the link to my Etsy shop. It is in the description box. All you have to do is check out my shop, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever one is available. Just keep in mind, sometimes my readings are sold out, but I do always relist them as soon as they are completed for the people who purchased last. So much love to you, stack number 1. I'll leave you here. Keep shining. Stack number 2, you chose this cute little heart card. I will incorporate that into the reading. I just want to get everything out on the table first. We're asking today, what does the universe absolutely need you to know right now? So a message of importance, I guess. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we have. This is Postcards from Spirit. I'm going to read that in just a moment to see how that applies. I'm not going to save it for the last. I'm just going to incorporate it right in. So it says here, no need to worry. Okay, so that's very important. Earth Force. All right, it says love and prosperity. That's beautiful. All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles, the Hangman, and then the 7 of Pentacles. So this might have to do with money, okay? Let me see if I can move some of this over just real quick. All right, I'm going to read this to you right away. All right, it says, Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. Okay, so these are postcards from Spirit. So basically, I kind of feel like this is saying, maybe you don't realize at the moment that you're on the right track, okay? So we have this energy of like, don't worry, right? You're prospering. You may not see it right now, but you actually are. This energy here is kind of reminding you also to be grounded. So Spirit wants you to know that there's no need to worry. Just stay grounded. So where things feel maybe perhaps a little unstable, and you perhaps feel in some way that you're not doing as well as you could be doing, this is basically saying, no, no, no. Let's take a step back. Get rid of that negative thought, okay? Because you really are able to manifest and create miracles for yourself, but you can't fall into the vibration of fear and worry, okay? We do have the 5 of Pentacles here, so this energy does talk about lack mentality sometimes. And if you're struggling with money or feeling like there isn't enough, or maybe that you're not enough, okay, this energy, these other cards are saying, no, let's reel that back. Please don't stay in that mindset, because it's only going to keep you feeling stuck, right? When you're capable of so much more than perhaps you believe yourself to be, right? The Hermit energy also is a card that kind of feels stuck in place. It's an energy of non-action, right? It's kind of in an uncomfortable position. So it kind of feels like if you're lacking something, if you're maybe struggling with finances, or you're feeling kind of like lost in something in regards to life and, you know, the journey in general, this energy kind of, it kind of keeps you stuck in place in that vibration, right? And it does feel uncomfortable, because it's like, when am I going to get out of this situation, especially if you're not happy in it and you're struggling in it, right? But at the same time, this is an energy where you kind of need to shift your perspective, right? He is hanging upside down. He's able to look at things from a different perspective. So it's kind of saying to me, step out of your own box and allow yourself to see the bigger picture. You're in really good shape right now, but you don't even realize how well you're doing. So it's kind of like wanting to say, give yourself a little credit, okay? You are capable of manifesting good things, all right? This is also a reminder to tap into your own magic, right? To tap into the divine, because there is assistance there on a higher level, right? It's like, don't Don't get too caught up in the fear mode, all right? Because love and prosperity is yours in whatever form you need it. It's always available to you. Like, it's kind of feeling like to remind you what you need to know right now is that that energy is always available to you. It is literally a manner of shifting your perspective, so you're not focused on the lack, but you're focused on your own magic, what you're capable of, you know, the desires of your heart, the things you want to see happen for yourself. Like, that's where your focus should be, not on what you feel is missing from you at the moment. Because really, in all truth, there is nothing missing. You're perfect as you are, right? So we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it is kind of like this energy of trying to look at a situation up, down, left, right, and center to see how you can get this ball rolling. You know, and it is good energy because it talks about proper planning, right? It is about personal growth and development as well with the number 7. So this is basically saying you're capable of putting in the work. You're capable of I guess planning, like I'm hearing like planning mode, right? You're able to put things in order for yourself. So if something doesn't seem right, it kind of feels like buckle down, right? It's okay to buckle down right now while maybe you have a moment to think. Maybe there is a moment of pause. And in that moment of pause, buckle down, make a plan, and make it happen, because you actually have everything you need to do that. So we have the heart card, okay? And this energy does talk about, you know, love, affection, right? What gets your heart going, your passions, right? So if there's something that you're feeling stuck with or you feel like you're stuck in a situation, maybe it's feeling stuck in regards to a personal goal, because we do have a lot of pentacles here, and then this energy talks about love and prosperity. So if you're feeling stuck in regards to a passion on the heart or a personal goal that you want to achieve, this is basically saying it's just a matter of redirecting your focus on what matters right now, not on any feelings of lack of progress, okay? Because sometimes when you're in a rut, or you feel like you're in a rut, you get stuck in that vibe, and then it kills the momentum towards the thing that you're trying to build here with this 7 of Pentacles, okay? So it's like stay in the heart, focus on the outcome you want to see. Don't allow the slight funk or writer's block or whatever it is that you're experiencing right now to kind of rob you of the outcome you can have, okay? It's basically saying with this energy here, just stay grounded, okay? Stay grounded. Center yourself. Okay, don't allow the negative thoughts to get carried away to the point where, again, they kind of keep you feeling stuck. It does say, do you have clarity, right? And kind of that's the energy of what the Hangman is trying to do. He's trying to gain his moment of enlightenment, but it takes a little bit, and you kind of feel like the world is on pause until you know what it is you're doing or where it is that you're going, right? Also, if you're waiting for something to come through, right? Use it as a productive time, okay? So in the midst of waiting for something or someone, let's say, and you can't make progress because you're waiting for something to come through, if something else is out, it kind of feels like I want to say to you, if something in that regard is out of your control, right? Then it's more or less focus on what you can work on at the moment with that 7 of Pentacles. Shift the focus to what you can help, okay? Not what you can't. It's the same kind of, the need to kind of like redirect your energy. All right, because that's going to help, like I said, when things start to pick up and this roadblock gets out of the way with that Hangman, because I kind of do feel that this is a roadblock. There's some roadblock in the way right now, but once this gets lifted, you want to be on the ready. You want to be prepared. So even if you have to continually, like in your own mind, perhaps make plans or maybe write things down on paper, in preparation of when the roadblock is lifted, you're ready to go and take action, go ahead and do that, because that's still putting positive energy towards the outcome you want to see, not keeping you stagnant or perpetuating the mindset of fear or lack. Okay? And that's kind of what this is feeling like. Love and prosperity, yes. Okay, so some of you watching could be wanting messages on love. Okay. I mean, I could see this as an earth energy, so maybe Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus you could be dealing with. The love and prosperity card does talk about divine feminine energy, so perhaps you could be somebody's divine feminine. Some of you are concerned about maybe a love relationship that maybe perhaps is on the rocks here with this 5 of Pentacles. Maybe it's on hold. You know, I was feeling like a roadblock or something being held up, right? So maybe it's on hold at the moment. And you're looking at whether this can continue or make progress, right, in the connection. Because perhaps there is love and the emotions are high, right? But it's also saying at the moment, again, while things are paused, even if it's in, whether it's in a career situation or a love situation, this is basically saying to still, it's kind of giving me the same vibe, to like shift your focus to the positive things in life at the moment. Shift your focus off of another perhaps and put it back on yourself, because the only thing that you can help, the only thing that you can control right now is you. So yes, there are always going to be other things that kind of leave us at their mercy, life, circumstance, or even sometimes other people. But the one thing that we do have, that we can help, if we can't help the situation of someone else, let's say, if we can't help what they're doing, or the outside circumstance, the only thing we can do is help ourselves. So again, it's basically saying just focus on you at the moment, right? And I do feel like this is also talking a little bit about love, because it says forgiveness and love enter, please. Yeah, I would say just Spirit is kind of wanting you to kind of stay focused on the present, like be present, right? Focus on your highest good, on the desires of your heart, what it is that you want, okay? Shift the focus off of that person. Let's say if it is a love situation, shift the focus off of them at the moment, and start focusing the energy back to yourself, okay? And in the midst of waiting for them, who knows, you would have done all the work on yourself in the midst of that separation, especially with that 5 of Pentacles, okay? In the midst of the separation, you would have put the energy back on yourself where it belongs in the meantime, okay? And don't worry, because it feels like things are just going to work out the way they're supposed to. And Spirit does want you to know that, okay? And they're always on your side. All right, so stack number 2, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped and maybe connected for you, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because I do like hearing from everybody. So I would also ask, please like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification if you want to support my channel and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check out my Etsy shop, see what readings I have available. You can book a reading at your leisure at any time. Just know that there are times when my readings are unavailable because they're sold out. But I always do repost my readings as soon as I have completed them for the other people who purchased before. It's just my way of managing, my time and the turnaround time for readings, which is very short at the moment. So it's about 6 to 9 days for someone to get a reading from me. So that's why I kind of do it that way. So stack number 2, this is your reading. Sending you much love and blessings. I'll leave you here. Please be safe, take care, and keep shining. Stack number 3, you chose the Foot card. I'm going to incorporate that into the reading, but first I want to get everything off onto the table. Basically, we're trying to figure out what is it the universe wants you to know right now. So maybe messages of importance that you need to be aware of at the moment. So let's see. All right, so this is a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to read that in just a second. So it says meditation brings answers. It says retreat. Water, emotions are at their peak. Somebody could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy somewhere in the chart. All right, so we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. the Knight of Swords, so that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be you, somebody else. Then we have the King of Wands, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well. So a lot of signs here. Okay, so let me read this. It says, dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move, say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step towards the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action towards your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. So yeah, I mean, this is feeling like stack number 3. If you have personal goals, and we do see that energy here with the Chariot, there's something that you are focused on or that you want to see happen for yourself, right? What are you waiting for? That's what spirit wants you to know right now. There's no need to hold yourself back. There's no need to hide under a rock anymore with this retreat energy, right? It's time to get out there and take the first step forward, okay? So this really does apply, because this is talking about putting that first foot forward. This is about also finding your balance and your stability, right? And it's also about having yourself, putting 2 feet on the ground, basically, and grounding yourself to the point where you feel secure and stable in whatever action it is that you're doing. So this is kind of saying, yeah, I mean, emotions could be at their peak. You could be, a little bit flustered with maybe how to go about it. Okay, that makes total sense. Maybe you're feeling out of sorts, like, which way do I go? I don't know why he's giving me that energy, but he is. Like, a lot of thoughts may be running rampant. Maybe there's a little bit of fear of attached on maybe perhaps making the wrong move. But this is basically saying Spirit wants you to take a moment to kind of like pull yourself together, harness your energy with this Chariot, right? Focus your thoughts, or I'm almost getting the vibe of like wanting to organize them. So maybe writing them down, right? Writing something down. Kind of putting pen to paper, so that way you can create an outline for yourself of the goals perhaps that you want to achieve and what you want to accomplish, perhaps personal goal wise. If there's a dream that you're looking to fulfill or manifest, again, setting your intentions, writing down your manifestations as well would be this energy, okay? Because this is about mental energy communication and writing whenever we see the Swords energy. So this is also with the water sign, kind of like needing to express yourself, needing to show who you are. Like I said, kind of like not hide under a rock anymore, to basically expose your gifts, your talents, and pursue those dreams that make you who you are. So what are you waiting for, right? If you need to maybe gather yourself, right? Yes, I do agree that meditation does bring answers, because everything that you need is already within, right? You can unlock so much within yourself if you just tap into your subconscious mind, and meditation does help you do that. The retreat energy is kind of the same feeling, like take a time out for yourself to really gather yourself, gather your thoughts, harness your energy within. And then when you sit with yourself, you'll realize that everything that you need is already within you to make this happen. So you're lacking nothing, okay? Spirit wants you to know you're lacking nothing. You have everything that you need, okay? And the universe is trying to gather all these little bits and pieces to work on your behalf to make this thing happen for you. Because guess what? When you're being your highest self, and when you're living your highest self, you're actually changing the vibe of the entire universe too. You know what I mean? When you're doing what you love, you are also aligned with your higher self, and that only helps the world in general, right? So it's like, don't hide your gifts, don't hide your talents anymore, don't hide your skills, don't be afraid to pursue those things, because it's needed in the world right now. We need a lot of people who are sharing their gifts, their individual gifts and talents. The world needs it, because it lifts up everybody, not just you, but the world in general, right? So we need that more than ever. That's also the vibe that I'm getting, and you would help aid in that endeavor. Okay, so and it's also saying that, you know, Spirit's wants to work with you in order for it to arrive in divine timing for you know, the best for you and your situation and everyone involved. Okay, so everything does have its timing, and sometimes we have to kind of understand flux, right? And I think that's what this retreat card is also saying. So it's like there's moments of action, but there's also moments of rest, and it kind of goes like this, right? But those moments of rest and retreat and quiet time for yourself are necessary for preparation and to recharge your batteries. So when the momentum picks up, you're ready to take off. Right? The water energy is also giving me vibes of creativity, intuition. So I'm picking up spiritual gifts here that you might be trying to tap into or incorporate into your intention and personal goals. Also creative energy, artistic energy, but it's like you have a passion for this, right? So Spirit wants you to pursue your passion, because you pursuing your passion again is you being your highest self, right? So it's time to take action and go after that, right? The nights are all about movement and the thought process. So taking action on a thought, taking action on a vision. And here you are, the charioteer. You might feel some like ups and downs, some push and pull within yourself, right? Maybe life throws you off course a little bit, but you know what? You have everything you need to gather your wits about you and beeline it, right? Focus on the direction you want to go and not lose your line of sight towards that goal. So this is basically saying you can take yourself there, but you have to apply yourself as well and not hide from your passions anymore. Take steps toward them. Secure yourself, all right, towards those things as well. Now, this retreat card does sometimes talk about pushing yourself too hard, right? Not taking time out when you've been hustle, not taking enough time to quiet your mind. To, you know, you have to find balance. Again, the foot energy does talk about having balance too. So again, the idea of moments of action, there will be moments of action there, but there will also be moments that, you know, you have to take a much needed rest in the midst of trying to pursue your goals. So it can't be work, or go all the time. Sometimes you got to take a step back and realize, hey, I need to breathe, right? And that's okay too, because it's not that it's not being productive. It is. That's just all part of, you know, the journey to get there. Right? So it's also saying, yes, as you hustle towards your goals and your dreams and you start taking action to make those things happen, also don't forget to take a moment to breathe. Okay? It could be that with this energy here, you might have a tendency to push yourself too hard, and Spirit is saying, okay, it's all right to slow down once in a while, once you're in hustle mode or once you're in manifestation mode toward a goal or a dream. Right? So I think this is beautiful. This is basically just encouraging you, right, to go ahead and take action towards that, because now is the time. It's basically saying we're supporting you, we have you, we hold you, we want to see you succeed. So guess what? If you want this as much as we know you do, we're going to be here to support you along the way. You're not alone. Okay? It says, we know it's really Spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. So they only want to see, you know, your Spirit team only wants what's best for you, for your highest good and only your highest good. Okay? Make the choice, because the time is now. It's kind of that feeling as well, right? Take positive action towards your dream, it's saying. Don't sit down anymore. It's time to go. It's go time with these two cards. And, you know, your passion awaits, basically. And you got to remember, the King of Wands is very entrepreneurial. He has a passionate nature. He's ambitious. He's motivated. He's a go-getter. So it kind of feels like, yeah, this is the time to, you know, to tap into that frequency because it's available to you. So the momentum feels like it's there. And it does kind of feel like the minute that you decide this, or you take action towards this personal goal, or, you know, manifestation or whatever it is, things are just going to start happening really quickly. They're going to be moving along quickly. We have 1, 2, 3 cards that kind of denote travel. So things are going to start to move along quickly. But in the midst of all that hustle and bustle, it's also saying, don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? Don't forget. That's important too. So Spirit wants you to know that it's important to take a moment to breathe, okay? Because you could be pushing yourself too hard, too fast, and you're forgetting to take care of yourself. So self-care is very important. So stack number 3, this is your reading. I will leave it here. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification to support this channel and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. Check out my Etsy shop, see what readings I have available. You could book a reading whenever you see one available. Just know that there are times when it looks like nothing's there. It's because my readings are sold out, but I always do repost my listings as soon as they're completed for the people who purchased before. It's just my way of managing my time and keeping my turnaround time for my personal readings very short, okay? So much love and blessings to you. Stack number 3, keep shining, be well, be safe, okay? And I'll see you soon. Stack number 4, you chose this little umbrella card, and I will read that in just a moment. So what we're looking at is, what is it that Spirit wants you to be aware of right now? Like, what is of utmost importance that you are aware of at the moment, okay? So let's see. This is a postcard from Spirit. I'm just going to read that in just a moment. But we have helpful people. We have gratitude. This is chalice, rejuvenation, and fulfillment. All right, so you have 4 tarot cards that fell out. We have the 9 of Cups. Wow. The Sun, the Death card, and the Fool. Okay, so let me just organize myself a minute. All right, I think I already know what this is saying. Okay, so we have the Death card. That could be Scorpio, and sometimes I also look at the Sun as Leo, so just making you aware that those could be signs somewhere in your chart, or maybe even somebody in your environment. But before I get into the story here, because I see what's happening, I want to read this, okay? I don't want to get ahead of myself. It says, "Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for Spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means Spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going, so you..." Wait, I lost my place. "To keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on the earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved." Okay, so this kind of feels like manifestation mode, like wish fulfillment mode that some of you might be finding yourselves in. I say wish fulfillment because of the 9 of Cups here, and the Sun is a symbol of success. But I'm getting the vibe that there is something that you are contemplating pursuing, or that you're inspired to do, maybe inspired to create or manifest in some way. But there's kind of like, I don't want to say like a warning, because it doesn't feel like a, like a bad warning or anything like that. It's basically just giving me the vibe that there is going to be some major change or shift that comes from whatever it is that you're inspired to pursue. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that once you start walking in the direction of what you feel inspired to do, it's going to start to shift things in a major way. And the reason why I say that is because of that death energy. So it's kind of like this feeling of, are you prepared for change, right? Number 4, are you prepared for the changes that this is going to initiate? Okay. This is also telling me that if you have an idea or something that you want to set your intentions towards, and it takes a village, let's say, please know, okay, Spirit wants you to know that there are helpful people around you, that there is a tribe waiting to assist you, that you're not alone. Okay. Also, in the midst of trying to manifest whatever it is that you have felt inspired to do or initiate, right? It's basically kind of saying Spirit wants you to know is also to walk around in a state of gratitude, be grateful in the mind. Okay. Wake up every day and say thank you towards this thing that you're trying to, you're trying to manifest. It does kind of feel like a wish that's on your heart that you're desiring to come true in some way. It is literally like if you've had a vision, this card here is basically saying that, guess what? It came from you, but it also was inspired by Spirit. And if it was inspired in you it was inspired in you for a reason. So it's like, don't fall asleep on it, okay? Because it was placed there in the seat of your mind and in your heart for a reason, for you perhaps to put it into action. And Spirit also knows that, yes, you're gonna need guidance along the way, right? So I kind of feel that this card over here, the helpful people card, is basically saying when you need assistance at the right time, at the right place, trust that the people will show up to help you along the way. All right. So yes, sometimes it does take a village. You're not meant to sometimes do everything on your own or alone. Sometimes the universe will align the perfect circumstance and the perfect people right at the moment where you need it the most. So trust that support and will be available to you. Okay. But I kind of feel that once you start taking action towards this inspiration and whatever it may be, okay, personal goal, it could be an idea you woke up with one day, whatever it is, all right, you have the capability of co-creating your universe. That's, the reason why you're inspired to do these things is because there's probably a bigger purpose behind them, right? So it kind of feels like the minute you start developing this thing, right, or you start taking action towards the wish, it will kind of, I'm getting the vibe of flow, right? Things are just going to start to flow. And I'm getting the vibe of things flowing in abundance, okay? And maybe it's because of this chalice energy, because it kind of gives me the vibes of like an Ace of Cups. And an Ace of Cups, whenever I see the Ace of Cups, I do see like the water's usually always flowing out of the cup. It's like a faucet that, is continually running, right? So it's kind of like your cup runneth over. So it's kind of feeling like 9 cups. Well, we have 10 cups here. If we're looking at the 9 cups in this card plus this one, we have 10, right? So I can't help but feel, that this wish, when it comes through, it's going to bring ultimate fulfillment, right? That's why it says rejuvenation, fulfillment, but very much so happiness, emotional fulfillment as well. So this is something that is going to bring you lots of joy and a sense of, also I'm getting completion from this, right? Success and achievement, also enlightenment. Now you got to remember the sun always shines good vibes on a situation. So, and we have the sunflowers there, which are symbols of success. So it's kind of feeling like you can't fail. Okay, there's no such thing. Not with this, because it was placed there by Spirit. And if Spirit has placed it there, it's so that way it can be a success. Okay, so that way you can achieve it and you can thrive via whatever it is, right? So I'm getting the vibe with the death card here. It's going to initiate lots of change, but one that, a change that is for the better, right? Because where one thing ends, another one opens up to you. And this is all part of your own personal growth and evolution. So whatever you feel inspired to do, or whatever you have been wanting to manifest or trying to manifest, right? This is part of your spiritual evolution and your own personal journey of growth, right? So it's needed. Not only for your path, right? But maybe in regards to helping others as well. Stay in the mindset of gratitude towards that wish, though. As if it's already yours, if it's already in front of you, because you're on the road towards manifesting it, right? And then we have this, the Fool energy. Be prepared to take leaps and bounds, basically, leaps of faith. right? And cast your fears aside and go full steam ahead, because the Fool energy is that he doesn't carry around a lot of baggage with him. He knows that he can't walk in fear if he's ever going to face the future, right? If he wants change, he has to go out and get change. And he's always inspired to, and he stays optimistic towards the journey he's on. So yeah, this wish will bring some changes, but needed changes that are meant for your own spiritual growth and evolution. And it's going to help you feel a lot more free, and maybe even fearless towards things in the future, okay? Because it's kind of like giving me the vibe, if you can do this, you can do anything. What would there ever be to be afraid of? If you can accomplish this wish, what would there ever be to hold you back or be afraid of in the future, right? Not with this card. He can't be scared. Even he doesn't know the road ahead or what is going to come of it, but he takes the steps toward it anyway, right? And he is kind of brave and fearless for that. And he takes risks on himself because he trusts himself and spirit enough to know that he'll be okay. So it is kind of that vibe. Spirit wants you to know that this is going to bring some major shift and change for your life. And the umbrella card, right? The umbrella card talks about protection, right? That you'll be safe on the journey, and that no matter what inclement weather life tries to throw your way, you're going to have shelter, basically. You'll have protection. Okay, there is sanctuary in this card. So stack number 4, this is definitely about your manifestation or your wish come true. It looks like you're on the brink of heading towards that, or at least taking the first step toward achieving it. And it does feel like you will. We have the sun and we have this, you know what's beautiful about this real quick? The death card, from the death card, which is a card of endings, to a new beginning here with the Fool. So you can see easily with these 4 cards alone how it's trying to shift your life in a different direction, one that's going to make you very much happy, with these 3 cards up here especially, and one that's going to free you up to pursue many things perhaps in the future without being held back anymore by any kind of idea of limitation or fear either. Okay, Spirit's looking out for you. They want you to know that as well. Okay, that's why this is here. You're safe, you're protected, you always will be. Okay, so stack number 4, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell for notification to support this channel and so you never miss a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is visit me on Etsy, see what readings I have available in my shop, and you can book a reading at any time. Just know that there are moments where my readings look like they are sold out, and that is because they are. So if I don't have anything listed, it's because they're sold out. So I would say check back with me every so often to see what has been reposted again. I always relist my readings as soon as they've been completed for the people who have purchased last. It's just my way of managing my time and making sure that also no one's waiting an excessive amount of time to get a reading from me. It keeps my turnaround time for readings very short. Okay, so much love and blessings to you, stack number 4 viewer. Stay safe out there, be well, keep shining, and take care.